Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Shelby Valley High School, where it's homecoming tonight, and also a district championship on the line as Shelby Valley hosts Eastridge in this classic 2A district angle matchup. We've got a lot of football action for you tonight throughout the mountains, and after tonight, we will have all of the playoffs set. But in this game right now, it means a lot to Shelby Valley. They win, they get a home playoff game. They lose, they could actually go from being a district leader right now all the way down to the number 3 seed. So a lot on the line tonight here for Shelby Valley as they host Eastridge. It's homecoming at Shelby Valley on this beautiful Friday night, 2024. And if you've got us tuned in to D&D, we are about 4 minutes away of covering Shelby Valley's homecoming court, and we will be able to bring you all those young ladies and gentlemen as they represent their school on the homecoming court. We'll have a special guest, Jeremy Bell, will be doing the announcing of the homecoming court for us on D&D Sports. With that, we'll take this break, and when we come back, we will have the homecoming activities of Shelby Valley 2024 on the D&D Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone, to Shelby Valley High School. It's homecoming 2024. And with us right now is going to be Shelby Valley's public address announcer, Jeremy Bell. And at one time, Jeremy Bell, you were a record holder here as a wide receiver. I remember those days. And now your son plays here, and you're the voice of the press box here at Shelby Valley. Got to be a thrill to do that with your son on the field.
Well, it is, and my mom and dad flew in from Tampa. They're actually here right now. That's who I was talking to. Yeah, they're right down here in front of us. But anyway, yeah, like you said, a lot of memories. That's the first thing that my dad said was, hey, so many memories on this field watching you play. And now I get to watch my son play on this same field. And like you said, it really means a lot to me and my family that, we can continue this tradition that I have in my family and, my son playing on the field.
Well, I hope to get to talk to him. Of course, I went to high school with him, and I guess you were aware of what's going on. And we hope to have Kelly Michaels on with us at halftime next week of the Floyd Central game to tell you about all the renovations and all the excitement that's going on with 74 Eagles. And it's not the class of 74. I don't want Ronnie Paul to get the big head because he graduates. It was 74 classes went through Virgie High School, and I drove by it today. Oh, man, what a difference.
Yeah, really. And a lot of people, and here's the thing, nobody's getting paid to do any of this. This is all volunteer work. They have really done a great job of kind of restoring the school, like the exterior-wise. Now, the interior, of course, has a lot of damage and so forth, but it just shows how much pride that this community has, that they want to take forth the time and the effort and to get the school renovate and look at somewhat like it did when we went to school there. So.
Well, Jeremy, right now I'm going to put you to work. Keep the headsets on because we want you to be on D&D as you will be announcing the homecoming court and the king and queen here at Shelby Valley High School. Big ball game on the line tonight with East Ridge and Shelby Valley. Very important for both these teams to win. Playoffs, positioning, home field advantage is in play for everybody tonight, and I can't wait to bring it. But right now, it's time for us to take it down to the field for Homecoming 2024 on the D&D Sports Network here at Shelby Valley High School. And now the voice of the press box here at Shelby Valley, Jeremy Bell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hobart Clay Johnson Field, where tonight's matchup features the East Ridge Warriors and your Shelby Valley Wildcats. As most of you know, it's homecoming week. Several festivities have been taken part of this week, and of course the finale is the football game tonight, and tonight we get to meet all of our homecoming attendants for 2024. And we are very pleased that you could attend this celebration with us tonight. Now at this time, we would like to introduce to you our 2024 Shelby Valley Homecoming Court. Representing the freshman class is Miss Courtney Fleming and Mr. Jace Hall. Courtney is the daughter of Kenny and Becky Fleming of Virgie. Courtney enjoys spending time with her family and her cats. Jace is the son of Jason and Stephanie Hall of Pikeville. Jace is a member of the basketball team and enjoys hanging out with family and friends. Freshman attendants, Miss Courtney Fleming and Mr. Jace Hall. Representing the sophomore class is Miss Alexis Cyphers and Mr. Jonah Bartley. Alexis is the daughter of Seth and Suzanne Cyphers of Pikeville. Alexis is a member of Unite Club. She enjoys hanging out with friends and supporting SVHS at games. Jonah is the son of Jamie and Courtney Bartley of Long Fork. Jonah is a member of the SVHS football team, basketball team, and Beta Club. Sophomore attendants, Miss Alexis Cyphers and Mr. Jonah Bartley. Representing the junior class is Miss Kylie Compton and Mr. Brady Johnson. Kylie is the daughter of Nick and Chrissy Compton of Pikeville. Kylie has cheered and played softball for 10 years. She enjoys playing the piano, singing, and hanging out with her sister and Chase. Brady is the son of John and Leandra Johnson of Jenkins. Brady has played football and basketball for 14 years. In his free time, he enjoys playing video games and hanging out with friends. Junior attendants, Miss Kylie Compton and Mr. Brady Johnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present our senior attendants for homecoming king and queen. Our first candidates are Miss Lexi Kane and Mr. Colton Stamper. Lexi is the daughter of Chris and Jessica Kane of Pikeville. Lexi is a member of the Choir FCC LA and the Interact Club. Colton is the son of Bobby and Nikki Stamper of Pikeville. Colton has been a football player for 5 years and has played basketball for 14 years. He enjoys playing the piano and competitive weightlifting. Senior candidates, Miss Lexi Kane and Mr. Colton Stamper. Next we have Miss Kira Newsome and Mr. Jackson Napier. Kira is the daughter of Mike and Erica Newsome of Pikeville. Kira is a 3-year member of the tennis team. She is also a 2-year member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club. In her free time, she enjoys hanging out with friends. Jackson is the son of Freddie and Kimberly Napier of Pikeville. Jackson is a 6-year member of the tennis team. He's also a member of the National Honor Society and Caney Creek Free Will Baptist Church. Senior candidates, Miss Kira Newsome and Mr. Jackson Napier. We now present Miss Jessica Osborne and Mr. Blaine Mullins. Jessica is the daughter of Richard Osborne and Whitney Bentley of Marrowbone. Jessica is a 4-year member of the Unite Club and a 2-year member of JAG. She is also a member of the Blue Crew and enjoys art. Blaine is the son of Joseph and Donna Mullins of Pikeville. Blaine is a member of the SVHS football team. He also enjoys fishing, riding ATVs, playing piano, and welding. Ladies and gentlemen, senior candidates, Ms. Jessica Osborne and Mr. Blaine Mullins. Our next candidates, Miss Molly Belcher and Mr. Sean Anderson. Molly is the daughter of Timmy and Bethany Belcher of Caney. Molly is a 4-year member of the archery team. She is also a 2-year member of both National Honor Society and Beta Club. She is a 1-year member of the Interact Club and FCC LA. Sean is the son of Devin and Jerry Little of Pikeville. Sean is a member of the esports team and FCC LA. Senior candidates, Miss Molly Belcher and Mr. Sean Anderson. Our next candidates, Miss Taylor Akers and Mr. Brock Dameron. Taylor is the granddaughter of Richard and Josephine Schaefer of Dorton. Taylor is a 3-year member of the tennis team and a 4-year member of FBLA. She is heavily involved at Connection Church and works as a stylist at Southern Bliss. Taylor also creates designs and makes apparel for Shelby Valley's school-based enterprise, Cat's Corner. Brock is the son of Tony and Selena Dameron of Pikeville. Brock is a 5-year member of the SVHS baseball team. He is also a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, and is the Unite Club president. Brock is also a member of the Student Council and Mr. Class. Senior candidates, Ms. Taylor Akers and Mr. Brock Dameron. Our next candidates, Miss Emily Compton and Mr. Aiden Fleming. Emily is the daughter of Brandon and Elisheba Compton of Pikeville. Emily is a 5-year member of the SVHS softball team, 4-year member of the golf team, and 3-year member of the cheerleading team. She is also the treasurer for FCA and a member of the National Honor Society. Aiden is the son of Jody and Deanna Fleming of Pikeville. Aiden is a 1-year member of the soccer team and a 4-year member of the archery team. He's also a member of the Internet Club and enjoys fishing and hanging out with friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Compton and Mr. Aiden Fleming. We now present Miss Katie Taylor and Mr. Zachary Yates. Katie is the daughter of Jenny and Marilyn Taylor of Pikeville. Katie is a 4-year student advisory council member, as well as a 2-year member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Link Crew, and cheerleading team. Zachary is the son of Larry Yates of Virgie. Zachary's been playing football for 14 years. He is a 2-year member of the Link Crew and Beta Club and a 1-year member of the Cat's Corner. Zachary also enjoys hanging out with his girlfriend. Senior candidates, Miss Katie Taylor and Mr. Zachary Yates. Our next candidates, Miss Lindsay Reed and Mr. Aiden Murphy. Lindsay is the daughter of Brad and Janine Reed of Virgie. Lindsay's played softball for 11 years and volleyball for 7 years. She is also the FBLA president and also a member of the SCA and National Honor Society. Aiden is the son of Shannon and Misty Lester of Pikeville. Aiden is a 2-year member of the SVHS football team and a 3-year member of the track and field team, 4-year member of the archery team. He's also a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club. Senior candidates, Miss Katie Taylor and Mr. Zachary Yates. That was a typo. Our final candidates are Miss Maylee Salyers and Mr. Peyton Combs. Maylee is the daughter of Brett and Jessica Salyers of Pikeville. Maylee has played softball for 9 years and volleyball for 10 years. She's a member of the FBLA and National Honor Society. Maylee is also the chief editor for the school newspaper. Peyton is the son of David and Amy Combs of Whitesburg. Peyton is a member of the SVHS football team and track and field team. He enjoys hunting, riding motorcycles, and woodworking. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maylee Salyers and Mr. Peyton Combs. Congratulations and good luck to all of our candidates tonight. The 2024 King and Queen will be crowned by SVHS Principal, Mr. Greg Napier, and the 2023 Homecoming Queen, McKenna Adkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the 2024 Homecoming King and Queen. The 2024 Shelby Valley High School Homecoming King is Brock Damron. And now, for your 2024 Shelby Valley High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Emily Compton. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more big round of applause for our homecoming king and queen and all of tonight's candidates.
And our thanks to Mr. Jeremy Bell for handling the pregame activities here at Shelby Valley High School. And, of course, we talked about it. Refresh me just a little bit. Your year of graduation?
1997.
1997.
Been a hot minute.
Oh, you're a young man. So, as we mentioned, for years you were running these sidelines, and you also played for the Tigers of Georgetown College. One of the first players from Shelby Valley to get scholarship activities post secondary football, and you've done a great job. And I know we kind of come full circle. We used to broadcast together some. Yeah. But once your kids got involved in sports, you became a spectator instead of an announcer. But now that they're getting up there, hopefully we'll get you back in the booth soon with us.
I've already told my wife, once my girls are freshmen, once they're out of school, I will be getting back in the radio booth because I miss it so bad. I put this headset on with you, brings back a lot of memories. You, Ronnie, Paul as well. We have called hundreds of games together, and it's just a great what D&D's doing. It's a great for our community, for our area. And I just love getting back on the radio.
And when you are doing the broadcast, for the game from the press box, remind everybody about D&D, and it's an interactive broadcast, and they can go back and watch this homecoming activity from beginning to conclusion, and also the game. And it stays up there on YouTube. All you have to do, it'll stay on Facebook, but you can go on YouTube and watch it from the lounge chair of your big screen TV. And just bring back a good night here, 2024. I'm looking forward. I think East Ridge is a good ball club that's up and coming. And I think that Shelby Valley, they got a lot on the line tonight. If they win tonight, it's a home playoff game in 2 weeks. So
yeah, I mean, I got to watch East Ridge last week. They're a young football team. They like to run the football as well.
It may not be their year this year, but they are going to be good.
They are a year or two away from becoming a really big problem here in this area. And like I said, with the youngsters, it comes with the territory. You know, you live and you learn, you take your lumps. But I'll tell you what, this coaching staff at East Ridge has really got this program in the right direction. And what about Shelby Valley? Starting off the season 0-5, 0-6. Now they've won a couple in a row here. They're starting to get on a roll a little bit. They're starting to find their footing, and you can tell by their production on the field.
Tonight is the Citizens Bank Game of the Week here at Shelby Valley High School. Our sponsors tonight are Hall and Jones Funeral Home, Punk's Tire, Valley Pharmacy, Bruce Walters, Double Quick, and it is also Sal's Steakhouse. Those are our sponsors for tonight's game. Jeremy, thanks for stepping in on the pregame, and we'll be talking to you maybe halftime or at the end of the game tonight. But, of course, big game. You got a big job to do. We're going to step out for this break and see if Ronnie Paul can fill those big shoes that you just had right there. So
we'll think the other way around.
We'll have football for you in just a few moments here on the D&D Sports Network.
Welcome, everyone. We're live at the Hobart C. Johnson Field on the campus of Shelby Valley High School. I'm Ronnie Newsome along with Eugene Newsome. Glad to have you with us on the D&D Sports Network. This is our Citizens Bank Game of the Week. Our producer tonight is Kevin Jones. This is an important district game as Shelby Valley looks to stay perfect in district play, while East Ridge looks to play the spoiler here tonight and also get their first district win of the year. Eugene, for the people listening out there, glad to have you with us tonight. Explain to us the importance, because it is so important to get one of those top two seeds in the district.
Well, Shelby Valley is 2-0 in district play. They have wins over Betsy Lane and Pike County Central. And what it really boils down to tonight is if Shelby Valley were to win tonight, then that would give them a 3-0 record in the district, and they would be district champions, and they would host a first-round playoff game. On the other side of that coin, if they were to lose tonight, they could be 2-1 in district play. We could even end up in a three-way tie. If you end up in a three-way tie, then you go to the RPI rankings, and that does not bode well for Shelby Valley because they didn't get off to a good start. They didn't get to count a game against Eastern Ohio or whatever the wins that Eastern Ohio would get because RPI does not count for out-of-state teams. As it stands right now, Shelby Valley with the RPI, they're fourth with RPI, but they're one in record. Does that make sense? Oh, they could be a district champion tonight, or they could finish third and have to go on the road for playoffs.
Shelby Valley lost their first 6 games, but they come into this game on a 2-game winning streak. Shelby Valley has played a very formidable schedule with several 4A and 5A teams, and they've had to contend with those teams. So overall, they're 2-6, but they were heavily favored to win their last 2 games. Both of them played here at Shelby Valley, and they would go into the playoffs if they do that on a 4-game winning streak. Shelby Valley coached by Tyler Johnson in his first year at the helm of the Wildcats. Meanwhile, Donnie Burdine, he's been the head man at East Ridge now for several years. But one thing I think Coach Johnson's telling his team, Eugene, don't worry about a RPI, don't worry about this. Let's come out. You know they're favored in this game. Let's come out and take care of business here on homecoming night, and we don't have to worry about anything else. We know we're going to be playing at home in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think that's the way you like it. You're in control of your own destiny. And like East Ridge right now, they're 2-6 on the season as well. They have played some pretty tough competition in their own right, and they're looking to get on the right track as well and get a district win and get some momentum going into their season finale next week. As Shelby Valley, should they win tonight, they play Floyd Central in the last regular season game next week. Mm-hmm. Quite possible the first playoff game will be Floyd County Central here again. So it's possible with the RPI rankings and so forth, but hey, settle it on the scoreboard. Our sponsors tonight are Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Punk's Tire, Valley Pharmacy, Bruce Walters, Double Quick, and Sal's Steakhouse. As Ronnie, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. I love to do that. And I'm going to tell you right now, and first of all, let's remind everyone that this is an interactive broadcast, and we'd like your input on this as well. Just in the comments, let us know what you're thinking and whether you agree with us or disagree with us or whatever. But in some local games, I'm going to let you pick them, Ronnie, and see what your record is this week.
Okay.
Belfry at Powell County.
Belfry.
Betsy Lane at Pike County Central. And that is a huge game with playoff implications.
It is. I think that will be a terrific football game. By the narrowest of margins, I'm going to go with Betsy Lane and Bobcats.
Corbin at Perry County Central.
Corbin. Boy, you can't go against the Red Hounds. Well, I'm telling you, quarterback Bart Elam going to Louisville on a baseball scholarship. Although I hear through the grapevine Kentucky's trying to turn him back and come back to Lexington. But anyway, terrific quarterback. Corbin under first-year coach Luke Salmons. They are a terrific ball club, so yeah, I like them big.
All right, here's you a good one. Hazard at Pikeville.
Well, I'm going to go against the status quo here. I think Pikeville wins easily. A lot of times over the years they've had some terrific football games, but I kind of like, Hazard's a lot better this year than they were last year. They've shown a lot of improvement, but I think Pikeville, as the old saying goes, is coming around. They're getting some injured people back. I'm going to go with Pikeville. I'm going to go with them by at least 3 touchdowns in that game.
All right, our 5th game in the area, Johnson Central at Ashland Paul Blazer.
Wow, that's another one of those. That's a tough one. I tell you, Johnson Central and running back Zach McCord, he is tough. He had a terrific game last year. Johnson Central lost their first game. They won their last 7. Not so fast, as my man Lee Corso says. I'm going to go, and if this game was at Johnson Central, I would go with them. I'm going to go with Ashland in a very, very close game.
It's homecoming night in a couple of places. Also, Knott County's homecoming tonight. Patriots are going to have their first winning season in a long time, and they're hosting Prestonsburg.
Tell you what, Knott County Central, they've got some support over there now, Eugene.
New turf.
They're working on the facilities, and it starts with that, you know what I'm saying, and getting the right man in charge. So hats off to Knott County, the Patriots. They've been tremendous in girls basketball and boys basketball, but good to see them have a winning season. But not so fast. Prestonsburg undefeated. They won some close games, but under the first-year coach Hager, they're undefeated, and they'll stay undefeated after tonight.
You remind me a little bit of the program we used to watch, Leonard's Losers.
Yeah.
They just call me Percy, I guess. Yeah. Statewide, real quick, just quick answers. Anderson County at Woodford. Boyle County at Wayne.
Oh, my goodness. Boyle County, anywhere. I can't give you a short answer. You know, they're ranked in the top 15 in the country by USA Today.
Wow.
They're ranked by CBS like 18th, and I think they're 13th in the USA Today national poll.
2 more before the break. Campbellsville at Kentucky Country Day.
Campbellsville, I think that'll be Pikeville's biggest opponent to getting back to Kroger Field.
And then Lawrence County at Boyd County.
Yeah, boy, that's one of those pick'em games. I tell you what, I'm going to go with Lawrence County in that one in a close game.
Well, out of the 10 games, we'll get you percentage next week, won't we?
I'm afraid you will.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got a good one and shaping up here. We'll be back to talk about the East Ridge Warriors and the Shelby Valley Wildcats as it's homecoming 2024 at Shelby Valley. 2 of these teams really wanting to get things pointed in the right directions as they move towards playoffs. It's unbelievable. We're 2 weeks away from playoff football, and we've got all the action for you right here on the D&D Sports Network. We'll be back after this break.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Burgee, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones. Come on down to Valley Pharmacy, where the staff treats you like family from the second you walk through the doors. Valley Pharmacy will take care of all your pharmaceutical needs. Valley Pharmacy wants to wish the Shelby Valley Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's action. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Burgee, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
This is Bruce Walters with Bruce Walters Key in Pikeville. As you can see, we have the largest selection we've ever had of new Kias. And all the Bruce Walters Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and free oil change for life. So check out all the great deals on all of our Kia cars and SUVs. And don't forget to log into your Facebook and check out the Davis deal of the day. So come shop us in Pikeville or check us out online at brucewalterskia.com.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Eastern Kentucky understands the importance of taking care of one another. That's why after graduation, I came home. 25 years later, I've put together a team at Glen Martin Hammond Law Offices dedicated to fighting for your legal rights. When you're dealing with a sensitive legal issue, you want someone who will take care of you as a person, not just another case. Our team will help you through the legal process of Social Security, personal injury, work injury, car wrecks, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call us today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Shelby Valley High School as we have district football action for you. Shelby Valley hosts the Warriors of Eastridge. First of all, let's take a look at Eastridge. Ronnie, they're not going to throw the ball much, if true to the stats. They average only throwing it about 5 times a ball game. They run out of a tight formation, the old T formation. They do like to run some trickery, and they have some things off of it. They will throw out of this, but I think Shelby Valley tonight will load the box up and try to stop the run, because Eastridge has over 2,000 yards on the ground this year, so they can move the ball. And they've scored 30 points or more on several occasions, even though their record may not indicate it.
One of the most unusual stats that I think that you'll see after 8 weeks of the season, Eugene. You talked about how they rush the ball. You as a coach know it's a lot easier to plan the game plan if you know that they're one-dimensional. Eastridge has not thrown a touchdown pass this year. Now, that is unusual. I don't care if you're a wishbone or veer or option, whatever. To not have a touchdown pass after 8 games is pretty. I thought that was a very unusual statistic, to say the least.
And on the other side of the ledger, Shelby Valley, I look for them to put the ball in the air a lot. Brady Johnson comes into the ballgame needing only 80 yards to have 2,000 yards passing on the season. Shelby Valley, in all fairness, they were banged up. They got banged up in the summer. They were banged up the first 2 or 3 games of the year. I asked Coach Johnson today how his team was. He says, we're finally healthy.
Yeah.
And we're playing well. So, they got 2 big wins on the road. And, of course, tonight they're in control as we're getting ready for the coin toss here. But I think one of the big differences that'll show in tonight's game is in this ball game, it is going to be Shelby Valley has more juniors and seniors on this ball club. And your versus a lot of freshmen and sophomores for Eastridge.
Of course, Tyler Johnson thinks he has the best quarterback in the mountains. Brady Johnson, 111 out of 176 pass attempts, 13 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. He'd like to cut that down, but at the same time, 1,911 yards. What makes Brady Johnson so tough? He has thrown for 13 touchdowns. Eugene, he has rushed 69 times for 515 yards and 11 touchdowns. So he's responsible for 24 touchdowns total. Now, Shelby Valley, they got 4 rushers that will carry the ball. Clark Kraft, 392 yards on the year. Brett Sturgill, 162. Tanner Maynard, 157. Peyton Combs, 133, although Combs is primarily receiver. You look on the other one, they've got 6 receivers with at least 7 catches, led by Colton Stamper, one of the better tight ends in this area. He's got 28 catches for 477 yards and 3 touchdowns. Peyton Combs, he's got the most touchdowns. He's caught 16 passes, 416 yards, 5 touchdowns. Bryce Bentley's chipped in with 22 receptions for 387 yards and 4 touchdowns. You look on the other side, as we talked about earlier, you look at Eastridge. They like to run the football, and you're talking about Mr. Puckett. He's carried the ball 131 times for 709 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Talon Hopkins has carried it 55 times for 646 yards and 9 touchdowns. Those 2 men are going to have to be contended with if you're Shelby Valley tonight, Puckett and Hopkins.
Defensively, I think you got to load it up and look at those guys for Shelby Valley. And I want to make a point about Shelby Valley and Eastridge. If I go back into my coaching days, Ronnie, and I'm playing a team that has only thrown the ball 39 times on the year, I'm thinking that maybe they haven't had a whole lot of work in the secondary in practice, because it's hard to simulate people throwing the football when you don't throw it very much yourself. And I look for, and I really believe Shelby Valley is going to come out and throw the football, whether it be downfield, whether it be maybe stretch the safeties back, throw it to the middle, or maybe even let them come with some screen plays and things like that. I think Shelby Valley will, in the initial part of this game, will attack them through the air. And what a night in October. Could you order better weather for high school football? If you wanted to throw the ball on a Friday night, there was times you couldn't even, this time of year, you couldn't even grip a football, so cold and wet. But here, it's like, early September.
And I think Shelby Valley has won the toss. They're going to defer. Eastridge will receive the kickoff here tonight on a glorious night. Game time temperatures in the mid-60s here on October the 25th. Just a glorious night. And Eugene, for the most part, this season, different than any I've seen in many, many years, the weather has been just tremendous. I mean, for the most part, no precipitation, no cool weather at night, making it hard to throw the ball or catch the football. You see a lot of turnovers in the cold weather, but here you are, October 25th, and we were in the mid-60s at game time.
And this is one of the later stages of the season that you would see a homecoming night. And we want to remind everybody that may be just tuning in to us on Facebook or YouTube, but this is an interactive broadcast here on our Citizens Bank Game of the Week. Send your comments. Our producer, Kevin Jones, will relay them to us. And also remind you that we did cover the pregame activities with homecoming with Jeremy Bell doing the announcing of the homecoming court, and you can catch that as well on the D&D Sports Network as we're just a few seconds away from kicking it off. We'll take one final break, and we'll be back after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you your Shelby Valley.
Well, the Wildcats have made the grand entrance to the field as they host Eastridge. Both teams 2-6 on the season.
Shelby Valley tonight will be dressed in the full blue. By that we mean blue helmets, blue jerseys, and blue pants with white numerals. Eastridge is going to come out with the dark pants, white uniforms with the light colored numbers, and the white helmets. Shelby Valley will kick off. It'll be Riley Newsome kicking off for Valley. And we look down back deep for Eastridge is going to be Keaton Puckett. And we'll get the jersey number of the other gentleman that's back there with him. Two of them back deep for Eastridge.
Well, things hold true. This could be a squib or even one of those where they're going to knock it into the 35, 40-yard line area and take their shot at recovering the football.
Lincoln Taylor is going to do the kickoff duties now, wearing number 74, and here it comes. And it's a squib, onside, whatever you want to call it, and it's taken there by Evan Ratliff. And Ratliff recovers for Eastridge. They will take over at their own 45-yard line. We'll look in the backfield. We'll see Keaton Puckett. He wears number 4. Talon Hopkins wears number 7. Keegan Wallace, number 30. And the guy that controls Cole Ratliff, he wears number 2. We'll set that offensive lineman for you momentarily. Glad to have you with us for the Citizens Bank Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network. And Eugene, as you always say, they could line up in a phone booth. They could run this offense. Everybody in tight.
And they're going to shift, and they're going to overload the wide side of the field, probably run it into their bench area.
Nope, a little counter action here. And coming to this side of the field on his feet, that's Hopkins, and he's going to pick up 6 yards. Gets into Shelby Valley territory at the 49-yard line. So a good gain on first down for the Warriors.
A little misdirection play that time. They had Shelby Valley thinking the same thing I was thinking. They were going to go wide to their bench. But they come back with a counter to Hopkins, sophomore running back. Second leading rusher on the season for Eastridge with 646 yards on 55 carries.
Eastridge, a shift. Little bunch formation to the right side.
To go throw.
Puckett comes back, throws, caught everybody off guard, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Cole Ratliff. A little surprise, Eugene, 2nd and 4 for an unpassing team. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. But are you saying they're in 4-down territory when they throw on that? They think they can come back and get the first down.
Oh, absolutely.
On 3rd or 4th down.
I don't think you would have thrown that ball if you weren't thinking ahead that it would be 4-down territory.
3rd and 4. The ball's resting at the 48 of Shelby Valley. Ratliff Puckett in the shotgun. Going to take it right up the middle. He's got the first down and more. He's across the 40-yard line down to the 38. Eastridge gets the first down of the game. Nice speed that time by Keaton Puckett. And hold the phone. Let's see, there's a marker on the field.
The marker is past where the first down was, so That's probably going to be something like a face mask.
Yep.
So that'll add
Personal foul.
15 yards,
Wildcats.
personal foul. That'll put the ball inside the 25-yard line of Shelby Valley.
Good start for the Warriors here. Always important, I think, when you're playing on the road and you're an underdog, it's going to mark it all the way down to the 24-yard line of Valley.
And one thing that I think you'll see them too, I don't think you'll see them snap the ball under the 5 seconds on the play clock.
If you're going to spring the upset, easier said than done. The game plan is
Control the ball.
Control the ball, keep Shelby Valley's high-powered offense off the field, and don't turn it over. And another thing, Eugene, when you get it down here, you got to punch it in. Direct snap to, is that Hop? Nope, that's Ratliff, and Ratliff is going to be down near the 20-yard line. Good pickup, 5 yards on first down. Be
4 yards. It'll be
2nd and 5 for the Warriors. Good crowd on hand here. Homecoming night 2024 here at Hobart C. Johnson Field. Just underway, 10:40 remaining in the first period.
23 yards rushing so far for East Ridge and an 15-yard penalty. So the ball at the, they're in the red zone, I guess, officially.
Yep, at the 20-yard line, 2nd down 5. Ratliff, Hopkins, and Puckett in the backfield. Snap is coming to Puckett, and it's a bad snap, and it's going to be all the way back across the 26-yard line. If you're a running team, Oklahoma Sooners, what can't you do, Eugene, on first down?
You cannot play behind the chains.
Exactly.
It'll be 3rd down and 13.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 right now.
Cannot play behind the chains if you are a running team. You can't, make those kind of critical mistakes on 2nd short. As it is, it's going to be 3rd and 14.
Well, I think it's a good strategy for East Ridge right now is run ball control, run the ball. If you've got the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it on the ground here. It's a direct snap, and it's around the left side. He's got the corner, and that's number 2, I believe. That's Cole Ratliff. Ratliff gets across the 20 down near the 16.
On the carry.
Oh, that's going to be Caden Stewart on the carry.
Okay, that's
And he's going to pick up 10 on the play.
4th down and 2.
And so this is our first 4th down situation. There are a couple things you can do for the Warriors. You can use the hard count, try to draw them off sides to get the first down. But I think they've been running, that's twice they've run that counter back to the short side of the field.
Man, that was a big pickup, 12 yards that time for Maynard.
Now they're trading. They got 4 players that are shifted. They're strung to the right side. And Shelby Valley jumped, but they didn't go in the neutral zone.
Long count.
And
East Ridge moves. Wow. First penalty against East Ridge, back them up 5.
False start against the East Ridge Warriors.
That's why coaches have to inherit.
5 yards. It'll be 4th down and 7 for the Warriors.
So that makes it a big difference. Now 4th down and 7 coming for East Ridge. One thing they have done, they're approaching 4 minutes of possession here to start the ball game. They took it from their own 40, got it down to the Shelby Valley 20, or actually down to the 15, and now 4th down, 7 yards from the 21-yard line.
There's Ratliff with it. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man open. Doesn't see him out in the flat, and he overthrows the receiver inside the 5. But War Eugene, he had a man open out here in the left flat. He could have just about walked in. But as it is, Shelby Valley's defense rises to the occasion, and they stop East Ridge after they pick up 2 first downs. And the Wildcats will take over, led by Brady Johnson at quarterback. He will take over at his own 21-yard line. We'll see Clark Kraft, Brett Sturgill in the backfield, along with Tanner Maynard. The wideouts will be Peyton Combs, Bryce Bentley, and Jonah Barley.
Well, it looks like East Ridge is going to go with a 3-man front. Now they're going to walk it up and have 5 men on the line of scrimmage.
Johnson drops straight back now. He's going to be pressured, and he's looking. He's going to throw it out of bounds, and he does. Smart move.
Nearly intercepted.
If you're going to throw it out, Eugene, throw it out of bounds. East Ridge close to having the interception.
Well, in high school, there is no rule that says just because you're out of the tackle box means that you can throw it up into the stands. But so Eastridge, I'm looking at their secondary too, Ronnie. Looks like they're playing pretty tight coverage. They got 2 deep safety. They'll leave something open up in the middle.
And not much there. In fact, he may have lost a yard.
So right now, Eastridge, they're opening strong in this ball game.
Yes. Kraft loses 1 yard, move it back to the 20, make it 3rd and long for the Wildcats. Great job of that interior line of Eastridge.
Now, Eastridge defensively, let's see if they don't do something up front and really try to put some pressure on Johnson.
Drop straight back. Johnson looks. He's going to try to run it. And he's going to try to turn the corner. He gets it. Can he get to the first down marker? I think he did. I think he got across the 31. That's where they marked it.
Yeah, but it's going to come back because in high school football, you cannot peel back and get a blindside block. And that's exactly what happened in front of the Eastridge bench. So from the spot of the foul, which would be about the 32-yard line, they'll mark it back. That is a 15-yard personal foul. So instead of having a 1st and 10, it's going to be 3rd and probably about 13 or 14 to go.
Defense on the year of Eastridge led by Gabriel May with 41 tackles, Ian Ramey with 33, Gage May with 29. Also a stalwart on that defense is Morgan Sloan. He wears number 43.
It's going to be 3rd and 10. You know, back in the day, you got patted on the back and get an attaboy for a block like that. But this day and time, safety being of utmost importance, and they got single coverage out to the left side, and they got a man open.
And they throw it. It's called. What a pass by Johnson, and a great catch also out to the 45-yard line.
Johnson's pass complete. And we have a penalty flag on the field.
That's in the area of holding, and Shelby Valley's welcome back.
Wildcats, this could be their 3rd penalty.
Roughing the passer, no. Stand corrected. So
15 too.
It's going to be an add-on to 15, which will put the ball inside of Eastridge territory.
That'll be good enough for a Childers on the truck parts.
Correction.
Wildcats.
I'm going to say the ball's at the 46-yard line. I thought that he caught the ball a little farther upfield. But so Shelby Valley, the benefactor of a 15-yard personal foul.
I think that was Brass Bentley, Eugene, on the reception, number 4.
I think you're right. And now they've got the corner. There's hold.
Holding penalty.
I can call that. Yeah, I can call that from here.
On the carry.
Yep.
And we have another penalty flag on the field. That's going to be
and the thing about it is, and I'd have to see the game film to really know for sure. I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah.
I think they had that corner blocked and had the sideline real quickly.
As we like to say, the holding occurred behind the ball carrier or whatever, so back them up, so it's going to be 1st and long for the Wildcats. It's at their 36-yard line.
Ball spotted at their own 36-yard line.
3rd penalty already against the Wildcats.
And again, Shelby Valley spreading the field. You've got single coverage to the top of the screen. You'll get help with the safety, and they're going to throw the bubble screen.
Yep, and those that fool anybody. What a play by Puckett, I think it is.
Tanner Maynard, I think, made that tackle.
No, Maynard.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm looking at the wrong side. Number 3, Keaton Puckett.
Wow.
That was a great open field tackle by Puckett.
He read that. Eugene come up and made the open field tackle. That's the way you do it, young man. Great play by Keaton Puckett. And Shelby Valley, this drive going the wrong direction. It's all the way back to their 30. The ball was marked at the 46, so it's going to be 2nd and 25.
Yeah.
This time, empty backfield, wide outs both sides of the field for Johnson. He drops straight back. He's rushed. He looks.
He's got a man.
Yep, he's got him, but now he's waving him on down, Colton Stamper. And it's going to be picked up by 0-0. That's Peyton Colson. He may score on the deflected pass. Wow. It was intended for Stamper. It went off his hands into the hands of Colton Stamper. And the Wildcats go on top 6-0. No penalty markers on the play. Well, Eugene, Is that the way you design it?
There's a flag at the 22-yard line.
Yep, excessive celebration. I think I seen what they were talking about, but that play covered 70 yards.
We have a penalty flag on the field.
Well, you know you're living right when you throw into defense. It was really good defense by Eastridge. They had it covered. And the ball deflected, and Johnny on the spot was Combs. He gets some good blocks, takes it into the end zone. Now, is the celebration? They got a personal foul against Eastridge, or both teams. So that was after the play.
Touchdown stands.
So the touchdown was stand. Shelby Valley leads at 6-0 with 5:01 left to go here in the first period.
Johnson was rolling out, couldn't find anybody. He motioned for Stamper to go deep. He threw it to Stamper, deflected off Stamper's hands, and Peyton Combs was the beneficiary. He picked it up, and
they go heavy into the end zone. They're going to use number 74, Lincoln Taylor, for the 2-point conversion.
5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's Shelby Valley.
And we'll take a timeout. 5 minutes remaining in the first period. It's Shelby Valley 8, Eastridge 0. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Burgee, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Citizens Bank Game of the Week here on D&D. Got a couple other really big games on D&D. Big rivalry. Chapmanville is at Logan. That one is on our network. And then West Side is at they're number 5 in 2A. They're at the number 1 team in Class A football this year. Is Tug Valley. Actually, they are assessing a 15-yard penalty against Shelby Valley. It was after the play, so they're going to assess it on the kickoff.
4th penalty, Eugene, in the first 7 minutes of this game for 60 yards. They've been big ones. They have been big ones.
So Eastridge, Ronnie, I'm going to say for the first, 7 minutes of the ball game, they've actually outplayed Shelby Valley. That deflected off of Colton Stamper into the hands of Peyton Combs and resulted in the touchdown.
Caden Stewart covers the kickoff for the Warriors, and they will begin their second drive. This one's going to be marked at their own 43-yard line. Pretty effective kick that time by Lincoln Taylor. Wildcats, one thing besides the big play has been penalties. 4 penalties in this first 7 minutes of this game.
And another one being assessed.
This is a wow.
Offsides. They're going to make them kick it again.
Wow.
Penalty play was offsides on Shelby Valley.
You would have the option of taking it at the end of the play or making them kick it over, but when you're going to force them to kick it from the 25-yard line or 20-yard line, then you're going to make them kick it again. That's what Eastridge is going to do.
Well, you don't see that too often. Offsides on the kickoff. 5th penalty accepted against Shelby Valley here in the first.
We've never mentioned it, but I hate the NFL kickoff.
Oh, I do too. That looks like some kind of standoff or whatever. They stand there looking at each other. And once again, it's going to be Maynard, but they pick up 10 yards. Maynard recovers at the Shelby Valley 47-yard, 46 now. Eastridge begins our second drive of the night.
It's probably about time just to eliminate kicking in football.
Yeah, I don't like gadgets. I don't like the base runner being put at second base in extra innings in Major League Baseball.
Well, they're not doing it in the playoffs.
I know,
but still.
I don't like the gadgets. That's just me. But
So Eastridge, who has moved the ball well on Shelby Valley, starts in Valley territory.
A little reverse. They give to Hopkins. Hopkins gets across the 45 down to the 42-yard line. Good pickup on first down. I like that call.
In years past, that was one of Shelby Valley's go-to plays, wasn't it? Especially on third down, that inside counter.
Yep. Very effective.
If I remember right, they might have even called it truck is the name of the play.
2nd and 6 for Shelby Valley. 4:24 remaining in the first period. Valley leads 8-0, trying to win a district championship here tonight.
Well, they've got 9 men in the box.
And they give it to Puckett. Puckett's trying to get to the corner. He's going to be hit at the 40-yard line. Somebody, a picture-perfect tackle.
Well, now that's how you do it right there defensively. You set the edge so that the runner cannot get to the outside. And when that edge is set and he has to cut up field, you got a linebacker right there ready to meet him, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for Eastridge.
Nice job defensively by Valley. Of course, I don't think there's any doubt Eastridge is in 4-down territory.
We may not see a punt tonight.
And they hike it straight up the middle to Morgan, and he's got the first down, and Moore gets across the 35 all the way down to the 32-yard line. First down of the quarter.
It's good recognition by Eastridge to know that A-gap was open.
First down.
You know, I think in short yardage situation, that's the first thing you got to take away is the A-gaps between the center and the guards on both sides of the ball.
Right now, a little confusion on the defensive side for Shelby Valley. May take them a few plays to get used to this offense. Not sure who the ball's going to be centered to. Could be Ratliff, could be Puckett, could be Hopkins, could be Morgan.
Had 10 men within 10 yards of the ball.
Wow, inside handoff, and that's not going to get much. That was Caden Stewart on the carry, but not much there. He was met on by number 52 for Shelby Valley.
As we mentioned, this game will probably run in rapid pace because Eastridge seldom puts the ball in the air. They've thrown the ball twice.
Jacob Mullins.
Three times already.
Jacob Mullins with a big hit there, and that was what you coaches like to call a good stick. 2nd down. Let's call it 10. Straight handoff. Snap. And once again, Shelby Valley doing a good job on the defense. Clark Kraft coming up from the secondary to make the stop.
All he's got to do is break one tackle and he scores. You got that many men in the box, you got to make sure that somebody wraps up.
Ratliff picks up 5, make it 3rd and 5. The ball resting at the 32 of Shelby Valley. Minute 40, a fast-moving first period. Shelby Valley one possession, they score a touchdown. And Eugene, I don't see number 17, Robert Collins, Shelby Valley's leading tackler on the season. I don't see him on the field. I think he may be out. He leads Shelby Valley with 83 tackles.
He's in gym trunks and his jersey standing at the end of the Shelby Valley.
Timeout, Eastridge.
There's a timeout called by Eastridge. We'll take a timeout. Shelby Valley leads Eastridge 8-0 back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Valley Pharmacy, where the staff treats you like family from the second you walk through the door. Valley Pharmacy will take care of all your pharmaceutical needs. Valley Pharmacy wants to wish the Shelby Valley Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's action. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
Wildcats leading 8-0, a 3rd down and let's say 4 coming for Eastridge in 4-down territory.
I like that play they snapped to Morgan and right straight up the middle. I thought that was pretty impressive. Morgan Sloan, number 43.
He did it again.
And it's a first down to the 20-yard line. I'm not the offensive coordinator, but I thought Morgan Sloan's a load to.
Yeah, it's like when Shelby Valley goes with Lincoln Taylor on the extra points. I said, well, go. I said, you go ahead. What I'm talking about, you put a lineman in there. And I call it going heavy when you put one of your linemen out to run a football. Not saying that number 43, Morgan Sloan, he is not a lineman wearing 43, but he is a tough load to bring down.
There's a handoff going left, but it's not going to fool anybody. Might have lost a yard. That's either Ratliff, I think, or Puckett on the carry. Ratliff on the carry.
Well, one objective being accomplished by East Ridge, and that's ball control.
Yes. Valley's got had the ball for 5 plays in the first period. One series. We're down to 40 seconds. East Ridge will snap it one more time. We'll have hit the end of the first quarter. Second and 11.
Taking that play clock down, it's under 10 seconds now.
There's the counter play to Hopkins. Hopkins is going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They will talk things over, even though there's 15 seconds left to go in the first period. We're going to come to the end of the quarter with the score Shelby Valley 8, East Ridge 0. We'll be back with second quarter action on the Citizens Bank Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network.
This is Bruce Walters with Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. As you can see, we have the largest selection we've ever had of new Kias. And all the Bruce Walters Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and free oil change for life. So check out all the great deals on all of our Kia cars and SUVs. And don't forget to log into your Facebook and check out the Davis deal of the day. So come shop us in Pikeville or check us out online at brucewalterskia.com.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Eastern Kentucky understands the importance of taking care of one another. That's why after graduation, I came home. 25 years later, I've put together a team at Glen Martin Hammond Law Offices dedicated to fighting for you.
East Ridge footballs, we began the second quarter. They're facing a third and long. This is their second offensive possession of the night. Both times they've been deep in Shelby Valley territory, and there's going to be a marker against Valley. And surprise, that's going to be the 6th accepted penalty against Shelby Valley for approximately 70 yards in a little over a quarter of play.
Well, I just think that is really good coaching from the East Ridge sideline, knowing coming out of it was going to be third down and long coming out of the end of the quarter that Shelby Valley was going to have their ears pinned back and coming at them. Used the hard count, drew them off sides, and now they've got 2 downs to get 5 yards.
5-yard penalties can be very important in this football game. Direct snap to Sloan. Sloan tries the left side. Muslin still trying to get yardage. He's going to pick up about 2 yards. It's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and short. Our first 4th down situation here tonight. Glad to have you with us on the Citizens Bank Game of the Week from Shelby Valley High School.
And we would like to hear from you in the comments section on Facebook.
Do we get the inside counter here, Eugene?
The inside counter will – no, I don't think so. I think they're going to try to get to the outside.
There's a snap to Ratliff around the right side. No, excuse me. That's Puckett keeping it, and he's going to be dropped back at the 20. I thought Puckett had the football, but it was Puckett, and he's dropped for a loss all the way back to the 21-yard line. And Eugene, a little unusual call there.
Well, I'm thinking, you're running the ball awfully well, and you had third down and 5, then you had fourth down and 2.5. I hadn't seen them stop number 43, Morgan Sloan, on a direct snap yet. I would have probably given it to him, just from my point of view here. But in all honesty, it did look like Gabriel May was open in the flats if he'd had time to have thrown it.
Shelby Valley only their second offensive series here tonight, and we're in the second quarter. Johnson drops straight back.
Screen.
And he's going to go deep, and he's looking for Bartley, and he drops it. Oh, my goodness, that had 6 all over it. Eugene, tell me how better you can throw the football.
Well, we know Mr. Jonah Bartley. We've known him since he was a little fellow. There's nobody hurting more than he is right now on that one. But actually, Johnson had his pick. He had Clark Kraft in the flats, and then he saw Bartley like a wheel route or go route. He got open on the sideline, and boy, that's one he'll not forget.
Woo!
That'll keep you up at night.
Right in stride and behind the secondary. And there's a handoff to Kraft. He turns the corner. Kraft, 30, the 35, still on his feet. Going to be horse-collared by Bishop out at the 50-yard line. Has to be a horse collar.
Yeah, the flag was thrown. The horse collar was seen by the back judge. And so from the 49-yard line, there'll be a 15-yard penalty added. So that'll put the ball at the 31-yard line of Eastridge.
I said, Eugene, if he doesn't make the horse collar tackle, that might be 6.
Did you see the non-call last night?
Yeah,
oh, man, in the NFL, how can you have professional officials not see a face mask on that? Now, I'm not saying that cost the ball game, but they would have had the ball at about the 18-yard line with a minute and 20 seconds left to go.
Last week in a college game, I seen a guy on a wheel route, and they grabbed him at the 5-yard line. The pass was incomplete, but, I mean, he jerked him by the jersey. I can see, but I don't see how he missed something that obvious. Kraft with it up the middle. Kraft's going to pick up a short gain down to the 35-yard line.
Well, he's running hard, though.
Clark Kraft on the carry.
It looks like I would think that the way they've got this spread, the Valley may want to keep it on the ground for 2 or 3 successive plays and see what develops here in this game.
Well, you got a good point. It's obviously that that they have the weapons to throw the football, but if they use some formations where they put trips to one side or run the 4 verticals, but here's going to be a counter trap.
Starger has it. Starger looking to get to the outside. He gets down to the 30-yard line. Shelby Valley with a stable of running backs. I mean, you look. I mean, they've got Sturgill, they got Kraft, Tanner Maynard, Peyton Combs can run the football. I mean,
actually, it wasn't a counter, but they did pull the left side. What was it the Washington Redskins used to call that? Something like a counter tray, where they pull the backside lineman.
In case you're just joining us, Peyton Combs gets his 7th touchdown of the year, a 70-yard touchdown catch off a deflection from Brady Johnson. That's been the only score in the game. 3rd and short for Shelby Valley. They're going to try to keep it on the ground. Sturgill has it. A good hold on the left side. Sturgill cuts back against the grain. Across the 25, down to the 20. And another first down for Shelby Valley. Their 5th thus far in the first half.
I think you hit on something right there. Is that you'll spread the field. And Shelby Valley, I'm looking at their line splits. If you spread them out just a little bit, give yourself a little more angle on those blocks, then if you looked at it, that wasn't a direct run. That was kind of like an angle off to the left side.
I found the offensive coordinator for Shelby Valley. I'm going to run the ball, pick up something positive, hopefully here on first down. That's my thoughts. And they give it to Sturgill straight up the middle. Sturgill cuts back, running hard, good second effort, gets across the 20 down around the 16-yard line. I like the call.
I like the way that he was able to stop in his tracks and do a little jump cut and get an extra yard. But Eastridge is doing a pretty good job up front.
Going to be 2nd and 6 for Shelby Valley. 8:50 remaining in the first half.
Look, you got
Valley
one
with an 8-0 lead. There's a handoff around the right side. That's Tanner Maynard running hard. Maynard gets down close to the 10, and he's going to be close to another Shelby Valley first down.
Depends on the spot. From here, looks like it's about a half a yard short.
Maynard, 2 touchdowns on the ground this year. 3rd and short. This is one, there's things that irritate you, Eugene. I know one of them is not catching a punt or fair catching, letting it bounce. You know my pet peeve, college, high school, whatever. 3rd and short, and you get in the shotgun. Get up under center. You cannot tell me you can't practice it enough to use it during the game, but that's my pet peeve. They're going to go left side. They're going to have enough for the first down. They'll inside the 10. Sturgill gets down to the 9. That should be enough for the first down.
It'll be first and goal, and he's going to come out of the ball game, or somebody's coming out. Who is that coming out? Is that Bartley?
I can't see.
That's good enough.
But anyway, Shelby Valley, they've got it now. The ball is marked all the way down to the 6-yard line.
It's not Bartley because Bartley's on the field.
9-yard line, okay. Eugene, I hate to say it, they got the ball all the way down to the 6. When they come out and mark it, they put it back at the 9. First and goal at the 9.
Maybe now we're going to have a delay of game. There's 12 seconds on the play clock.
Is that a
Penalty
legal?
flag on the play, delay of game against the Wildcats.
No, could it be something the defense was doing to interrupt the cadence of Shelby Valley? And they're going to delay a game on the defense?
No, they signaled against Valley.
Well, there was 12 seconds on the play clock.
Yep, easy to see. Let's see what this is. This is going to be unusual. They're backing them up 5 yards. That's got me. Now, that was a delay of game. Oh, wow. Well, nonetheless, we're going to have first and goal from the 14. And they throw across the middle.
Pass intended for number 0, Peyton Combs.
Combs incomplete.
That's a little bit behind him. In the day, the back judge had a timer on his belt, and it would vibrate when the 25-second clock, before the clocks were on the field.
Brady Johnson now 1 for 5 for 70 yards. There's a handoff to Kraft trying to get to outside.
He's got it.
He's getting to the 10, to 5. He's going for the corner of the end zone, and he's in. Clark Kraft takes it in from 14 yards out, and Shelby Valley goes on top 14-0. 2 possessions and 2 scores. And they will go for the 2-point conversion here. Last time, Lincoln Taylor took it in for the 2-point conversion and the jumbo package, or whatever you want to call it. 6:55 remaining here in the first half. Shelby Valley gets out to a 14-0 lead. A very, very quick pace first half. Wildcats have everyone in tight. Usually don't see that formation. And there's a handoff around the side. Maybe Yates.
Number 12, Zachary Yates.
Zachary Yates with the 2-point conversion. 6:55 remaining here in the first half. Shelby Valley 16 and Eastridge 0.
Eastern Kentucky understands the importance of taking care of one another. That's why after graduation, I came home. 25 years later, I've put together a team at Glen Martin Hammond Law Offices dedicated to fighting for your legal rights. When you're dealing with a sensitive legal issue, you want someone who will take care of you as a person, not just another case. Our team will help you through the legal process of Social Security, personal injury, work injury, car wrecks, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call us today.
Welcome back, everyone. Shelby Valley's just scored their second touchdown, 14 yards from Clark Kraft, and the Valley's on top 14-0. That was the second rushing touchdown of the year for Kraft. Zachary Yates tacked on the 2-point conversion. Wildcats lead 16-0. Each team with 2 possessions thus far in the game. And here comes Taylor with the kick. It's a squib kick up front, and it's still up for grabs. It's loose. Shelby Valley recovers. Wildcats recover. That was Zachary Yates just scored the 2-point conversion.
Zachary Yates on the fumble recovery. Wildcats take over. First down and 10.
Well, that was a perfect onside kick. He had hit two Eastridge players in the hands, and neither one of them was able to control it. It was a pretty hard onside kick, and Shelby Valley, beneficiary of the first turnover of the game, they will have the ball first and 10 at the 41-yard line of Eastridge. Once again, I'm going to get something positive, hopefully, on the ground. And there's a timeout called by Eastridge. We'll take a timeout. 6:49 remaining here in the first half. Shelby Valley 16, Eastridge 0. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Don't forget Doughboys Donuts. Out beside the concession stand. Go get your donut fix at Doughboys.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
If you want to make your dream home come true, call Solid Rock Development today. Check out some of these interior and exterior jobs they've done over the past few years. Solid Rock Development is making custom dream homes come true at a great price. Family owned, family operated, and faith backed. Give us a call today at Solid Rock Development.
Eugene, let me say, I'll tell you after this play, Shelby Valley, after they recover the fumble, they have it. Johnson fakes, stands straight back, and he's going to launch one deep. And he has got Bryce Bentley, and a beautiful pass and catch. Bentley has it all the way down to the 2-yard line, 39 yards.
And I'm sure that during that timeout, Coach Burdine was saying, hey, we've got a sudden change. Watch for the big play to start this series. In Shelby Valley did it, but what did they do it with? They did it with a crossing route, bringing him all the way across the field and getting behind the secondary and making a catch. And
great job by Bentley, good route running, and Johnson put it right on the money. Like I say, Tyler Johnson, it's good that head coach feels that way. He says he wouldn't trade his for anybody. And they give it, I think, to who? Is that Ratliff?
That's number 74.
Yeah. Lincoln Taylor scores, and Shelby Valley extends their lead to 22-0. Lincoln Taylor has a 2-point conversion, and now he has a touchdown. Boy, Eugene, that's pretty effective, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, he's agile, moves well on his feet, holds on to the football, and I'm not seeing a 2-point conversion or a short run that he has failed to get this year.
22-0 Valley going for their third successful 2-point conversion. And there's a handoff, and it's going to go outside, and let's see who that is. That's going to be, is that Blackburn or who?
Yeah, he's going to come back, though. I don't think Shelby Valley was set.
I thought there was a penalty against Eastridge, but for maybe a horse collar, but we'll see.
Flag went out quick. And let's see who it's going to be on. Illegal shit. I didn't think everybody got set. But I agree with you. There could have been a horse collar, but I think he had the jersey and didn't have his hand underneath the pads.
If there's anything, Coach Johnson's going to be upset at halftime. Folks, that is 8 accepted penalties. I mean, wow. Wildcats taking a 22-0 lead here, 6:32 remaining. Well, so much for the jumbo package. They're back at the 7-yard line or 8-yard line. And there's another penalty. And it's going to be a legal procedure against Shelby Valley.
That'll be false start against Shelby Valley.
That's going to be for an extra point. They're going to have, all the way back to the
to the should be
20-yard line.
It should be back to
16?
the 13-yard line. That's where it should be. Let's see.
That's where it's going to be. That is it.
Yeah, okay. It's back to the 13. Penalty number 9 for Valley. They got Bentley and Bartley wide out. They got Combs in the slot. Stamper at tight end. Sturgill's in the backfield with now he goes into a slot formation.
Now they go with the 4 receivers, 2 to each side.
Empty backfield. Johnson drop backs. Here comes some pressure. And Johnson running around looking. And he's going to throw for the end zone, and it's going to be knocked away. Good defense by Eastridge. 6:30 remaining here in the first half. Shelby Valley 22, Eastridge 0. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Going down to Morecrosser, 1523 West Avenue here in Williamson, West Virginia, where we've got great deals going on right now on all of our new and pre-owned inventory. Guys, we got rates as low as 0% on 36 months on select units, as well as up to $8,000 off in rebates on select units as well. We have Wranglers, Compasses, Grand Cherokees, second and third row. We also have the Wagoneers. We have Rams 2500s, 1500s. We've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. Come on down, check us out here at Morecrosser. Well, we're not here to sell your car. We're here to help you buy one.
Craving a taste of Central America? Head to Sal's Steakhouse. Sizzle your senses with mouthwatering steaks, juicy burgers, savory chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Sal's Steakhouse, where your taste buds will thank you. Unleash the flavor at Sal's. Taste tradition, taste the difference.
Back at Shelby Valley, they lead it 22-0, and here's the kick, and it's loose on the ground, and I think Eastridge is going to get this at their own 45-yard line. We talked about Robert Collins a moment ago. He is in his jersey, but he's not dressed out to play. They say he's resting a sore shoulder. So Eastridge will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line, and really, Shelby Valley fortunate. 8 accepted penalties against the Wildcats. And Eastridge has moved the ball, but it's been between the 20s. They haven't been able to punch it in.
I talked about one of the keys. When you get it down close or get it in the red zone, you got to punch it in. That was Gabriel May on the recovery for Eastridge. And there's a handoff. It's Ratliff, and he's going to be dragged down at the back to the 36-yard line.
That's going to be a loss of about 9.
In case you join us late, Eastridge does not have a passing touchdown this year. Everything has been on the ground. And Eugene, we talk about it with teams in the past, with wishbone teams, veer teams. It's hard for them to get behind and come from behind because they're just not built that way. Their offense is built on time-consuming drives and using a lot of clock. I'm like you, Eugene. I've always said regular season high school football goes by quicker than any sport I know.
We got a whistle, and Eastridge is going to take a timeout. 5:42 remains in the first half. Shelby Valley leads at 22-0. We'll be back with more of the Citizens Bank Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
We want to thank our sponsors tonight: Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Punk's Tire, Valley Pharmacy, Bruce Walters, Double Quick, and Sal's Steakhouse, making this broadcast possible.
Second and long for Eastridge. There's a snap, and then the handoff coming back, and that's going to be Stewart. Stewart's got good running room. out across the 45, dragged down at about the 48-yard line. Good pickup. They got the yards lost, plus they pick up 4 positive yards. And
they looked like they had a good hold on Brent Sturgill out on the corner, and just it wasn't called, but it's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming for the Warriors.
You know, that's interesting. The referee threw his flag, and he come and picked it up. Did he drop it out, or did it look like, I mean, he threw it forward.
It looked like Sturgill, you know, you can't tell from this far away, but it looked like Sturgill kind of got pulled into the defender.
3rd and 6 for the Warriors. They have the ball at their own 49-yard line. Good pickup that time by Stewart.
Oh, I know. They weren't set
going
for
to throw
that.
There's some Sloan, and he throws it. It's almost intercepted by Shelby Valley. Good defense.
Sloan's pass is incomplete.
Now, tell me why that's not an illegal formation.
6 for the Warriors.
Because there was 3 players that had not got set on the play.
Cody Sturgill almost picked that off, but I agree with you. They were not even close to being set. They got up and getting ready to get down, and they snapped the ball to Sloan, who is the 3rd different East Ridge player to attempt a pass here. They've yet to complete one. Big 4th down for East Ridge right here, and there's going to be a penalty.
Shelby Valley's lined up in the neutral zone. The right down guard, I mean, his helmet was clearly past half the ball. Or is it a sideline warning?
I think it's offsides.
On the field.
Is that going to be number 9?
That'll be offsides against Shelby Valley.
10 for 90 yards.
That makes it 4th down and 1 for East Ridge.
Oh, Eugene.
You line it up.
Oh, my goodness.
In the neutral zone.
Somebody be coming off the field for me if that happened. I mean,
well, even in the pros, if you commit a penalty, what do? They turn and come straight off the field, don't they?
That is just a tough. They give off to Hopkins left side. Hopkins is going to be dragged down at the 49. He's not going to get there. On the 4th and 1, he loses 2. And the Wildcats will take over on downs.
4:43 left to go here in the first half. Guess what? Hold them on 4th down. Brady Johnson has now thrown for over 2,000 yards on the season. I look for him maybe to make a long strike right now as well. And what I would like to refer to as a sudden change, hit them quick type offense.
Oh, yeah, he's gone over. He's got 1 completion for 44 and 1 for 70, so he's well over 2,000 yards.
They got single coverage here at the bottom of your screen with Bartley at the midfield.
I like that matchup. And there's a pump fake, and they're going to go long. Bartley is going to be interfered with. Have to be a penalty. There's a guy standing right beside of it. Didn't make the call, but the guy back here made it. Eugene, how did he not see that? That was face guarding. The defensive back never even made a play on the ball.
Could have actually been
no penalty?
Could have actually been 2 penalties on the play. They could have got him for holding coming off the line of scrimmage, but then they got him for face guarding. So in high school football, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Pass interference call against East Ridge.
College football, it's a 15-yard penalty, isn't it?
Shelby Valley will take over 1st down and 10.
So actually, it's a good penalty because had he not interfered, that could have very well been 6 points. Now they've got single coverage to the top of your screen.
They give Kraft up the middle. Kraft's going to have good running room.
Needs 1 block.
He's dragging tackles with him. He cuts to the outside. Kraft may take it all the way, and he does. Kraft gets his 2nd touchdown of the night from 37 yards out. Broke it up the middle, cut to the outside, and the Wildcats lead 28-0 with a chance to extend it to 30-0. 4:27. That drive took 3 plays in less than a half a minute, and the Wildcats are on top 28-0. Kraft with his 2nd and 3rd touchdowns of the year here tonight. Eugene Valley's been so successful when they spread the East Ridge defense, and then have been very successful keeping it on the ground.
Is the big man going to run it, or is he going to throw it? He's going to throw it this time.
And it's going to be incomplete. The try for the 2-point conversion is no good. 4:24 remaining here in the first half. Shelby Valley 28, East Ridge nothing. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
It's a celebration, and you're the guest of honor. It's Kimber's 61st anniversary sale. We're celebrating 61 years of our family serving your family with incredible store-wide savings. The whole store's on sale, but you can take an extra 10% off the lowest marked sale price on everything you buy, or get up to 72 months, 6 full years interest-free. It's only at your favorite Kimber store.
October is National Dental Hygiene Month. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated Little Flower Dental Clinic. We're raising awareness about the importance of oral health and dental hygiene practices. See our dental hygienist, Jamie Hertz, for cleanings, screenings, x-ray, and hygiene education. We accept most major insurances, Medicare and Medicaid, and we even offer a sliding fee scale. 606-487-9505. Little Flower Dental Clinic, 279 East Main Street in
Eastridge handles the squib kick. They'll have it near midfield.
May, once again, Gabriel May with the recovery. And Eugene, for folks listening on the radio, watching on television, or people in the stands, if you're looking for your child, look no farther than the end zone off to the right of us where the play end zone is, because there is a herd of young people out there playing football, which is great to see. I'm telling you, there is a crowd on that field.
I think Kevin Jones is getting a good look at the game going on.
You know where to find your child, parents.
The game within the game.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's one of the best things they did to this field. Was
Yeah.
I'm sure they use it for practice situations, but it's great for those young guys. Eastridge will try to go long.
Ratliff throwing deep, and he throws into double coverage, and that pass is caught. Wow. What an exceptional catch by Hopkins. Wow. Fantastic job by Eastridge, and a beautiful throw from Ratliff. So, once again, deep into Shelby Valley territory, but great catch by number 7, Hopkins. Wow. That was a 34-yard pass and catch. Their first completion of the night.
And I think it just took Shelby Valley by surprise. They had everybody up in the box looking for that run.
Ratliff has it. They're going to throw again. He throws an interception. Let's see who's got it for Shelby Valley. Is that Elijah Blackman, number 20? He's waiting, looking for a blocker, but he's going to be dragged down at the 45. Yep, Elijah Black. Thought that was Blackman. Boy, he threw out in the flat. Thought he had a man open, and there was Blackman, who dropped back into pass coverage and picked it off. Second turnover of the night, charged against Eastridge.
I'd like to ask him personally, did you see it coming, or did it just hit you in the chest?
Yeah. So another threat by Eastridge. You talked about it. They've moved the ball well between the 20s, but just not been very successful when they got down deep in Shelby Valley territory.
And do you go with the sudden change big play?
Oh, I wouldn't mind it. I think they got a good chance to come back picking up the first down.
You got safety walking out this way to give a little help to the corner with
I'm going to the other side, away from Puckett.
They've got a man.
And they're going to throw almost an interception. Miscommunication there. And that jump, they threw it to Sturgill, but Sturgill didn't think he was a receiver. He never even turned around and looked for it.
I think that might have been an intended screen to Sturgill, but like you said, he had his body and his head looking downfield.
Never turned around for the football. 2nd and 10 for Valley. I'll say this, good thing for Eastridge, Eugene. There's a lot of ifs in sports, but if he catches that ball, he's going to run for a while. They sent the wideouts deep, and they brought him underneath, and he was open.
Shelby Valley out of the pistol. Good cut
back. Oh, that's Sturgill, I believe. Sturgill running hard here tonight. He gets across the 35 to 30, inside the 30-yard line. Good pickup for Sturgill, and another first down for Shelby Valley. Unofficially 11 first downs for the Wildcats here in the first half.
Give credit where credit's due. You got to have good vision on the field to make cuts like that.
Eugene, that's a couple of nice cutbacks against the grain, as we call it, by Sturgill here tonight. Great job by number 5, Brett Sturgill. Well, I'll tell you what.
Please report to your vehicle at this time.
clock running, 3:20 left to play here in the half. Shelby Valley has all 3 timeouts remaining. Here comes a screen.
And they throw it out to Stamper, and this time Stamper is going to make the reception. He's going to get down back.
Number 24, Colton Stamper.
Not much for pickup close, maybe. They're going to pick up about 5 yards on that one.
The play was broken up by the East Ridge defender who was in the path and forced Johnson to throw a soft alley-oop type pass instead of being able to zip it out there to Stamper.
29th reception for Stamper on the year. He's got 28 for 477 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yep, a little too much error. Give the defense time, Eugene, to make the adjustment. And they throw out in the flat this time to Bartley. Hits complete. He gets a nice block. He cuts back. Bartley looking, running hard across the 15, the 10, down near the 5. Great job of running yards after the catch by Bartley.
The sophomore wasn't worried about all the traffic around him. He was just worried about that straight line between 2 points, and that was him in the end zone, and he nearly broke it. And he gets the Wildcats down to the 6-yard line as they're getting ready to put up their 5th touchdown on the night. If they complete it here, they have scored every time they've been in the red zone.
$19-yard pickup on that pass and catch. Johnson slant, pat him. Ooh,
that's a rocket.
Included for Stamper, but I tell you what, it was on target. But wow.
That reminds me tonight in baseball, who you got in the series? Do you care? Dodgers and Yankees.
You know, the national sports media talking about what a great matchup. A lot of the people outside Los Angeles, New York could care less.
That's 16 million people between the 2 cities, though.
My least favorite team in each league. Hand off to Sturgill, dragging tackles with him. Sturgill gets down. They're going to mark him inside the 1-yard line. They can talk about Judge and Soto and all those and Stanton. They can talk about Freddie Freeman. And I'm not an Ohtani fan. I think he was guilty of gambling. They swept it under the rug. They kept my man Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame. Ohtani, they accused him of gambling $16 million. He says, didn't know nothing about it. Yeah. And I'm just not a L.A. or New York Yankee fan. Shelby Valley knocking on the door. Sturgill's going to walk in. He does. Sturgill gets his first touchdown from 1 yard out. And Valley is on top big, 34-0. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, which could lead to a
running clock.
34-0, minute 49 remaining here. Shelby Valley, 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. They've kind of spread the wealth tonight. Everybody getting into the act. Sturgill deserved that. He's ran hard here tonight.
Of course, we want to thank Citizens Bank for sponsoring our game of the week. Homecoming here at Shelby Valley High School. And in case you missed it, we have it. It's go to Facebook, www.D&DSports.com. And Shelby Valley does not convert on the 2-point.
Conversion is no good.
But we do have, Ronnie, as we got a flag on the play. It's going to be against.
Did the whistle blow before the ball was snapped? Let's see here.
I have no idea.
I thought it did. I thought they blew the whistle before they ran the play.
Eastridge players are staying at the goal line. Shelby Valley may be using a timeout.
Let's see.
No, they're going to say now it's illegal procedure against Shelby Valley.
Yeah, I knew that, but I mean, the 2-point conversion was unsuccessful now. My thoughts are they're backing them up. The whistle blew before the play.
There's a dead ball.
Yeah, I'm correct on that. And the Wildcats are heading for 100 yards here. That's 95.
Are you want me to agree with you that you was correct on that?
That's one of the few times. From the 7, Johnson drops straight back. Good protection. Goes to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Bartley.
I think Hopkins might have got a hand on that.
Minute 46 remaining in the first half. The score. Shelby Valley 34, East Ridge 0. Back in 1 minute on the Citizens Bank Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
Back at Shelby Valley, another squib kick, and the Wildcats are going to not get it. They just should have had it. It made that third bounce like you want on an onside kick to go up in the air, and they actually ran by it. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Eastridge ball at their own 47-yard line. They've got a minute and 40 to try to get something done here in the first half, trailing 34-0.
Valley had their chances on the onside kick. There was 2 or 3 Valley players that had a chance, but those onside kicks have been very successful for Shelby Valley throughout this year. Eastridge, once again, great field position. They've been able to move the ball, just not able when they get down close, getting to the red zone. They've thrown an interception. They've fumbled an onside kick, so 2 turnovers.
I'm anxious to see how you're going to do in your 10 picks of the games I gave you today.
I'll say 2 or 3 of those were just absolutely.
There's a ball on the ground.
Snap, and Eastridge able to recover. It's going to be a loss of 2 all the way back to the 45-yard line.
See if you agree with us in the comments. See if you agree with Ronnie's predictions. He picked Belfry over Powell, Betsy Lane in a squeaker over Pike Central, Corbin over Perry Central. He took Pikeville over Hazard, I think, didn't you?
Yes, oh yes.
And Blazer over Johnson Central, and he took Prestonsburg over Knott County Central, as in our local games.
2nd and 12. There's a counter play to Hopkins. Hopkins running hard, gets across the 45 out near midfield. It's going to be marked at the 49-yard line. Give him a pickup of 4.
And then some of our statewide games of interest, he picked Woodford over Anderson, who wouldn't take Bull over Wayne. He took Campbellsville over Country Day, and Lawrence and Boyd, I forgot.
I took Lawrence.
You took Lawrence. There, yeah. So out of 10, let's hear your predictions, how many Ronnie gets right.
And here's Eastridge running back. Boy, he's hit hard, stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Don't know if that was Puckett or Hopkins. I believe it's Hopkins. No, it's Keaton Puckett. Puckett, a good athlete.
Tyler Johnson is going to allow the clock to run out. He could have used his timeouts, forced a punt or fourth down and get the ball back for one more possession. But the clock is going to wind down. Will Eastridge get a playoff? Only 3 seconds go. And
they do.
They were offsides. They're going to throw the ball deep, and they're going to.
Ooh, Hopkins almost made the reception at the 20-yard line. It's incomplete. And with that incompletion pass, we've come to the end of the first half with the score. Shelby Valley 34, Eastridge 0. We'll be back with more on the D&D Sports Network.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Burgee, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones. Come on down to Valley Pharmacy, where the staff treats you like family from the second you walk through the doors. Valley Pharmacy will take care of all your pharmaceutical needs. Valley Pharmacy wants to wish the Shelby Valley Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's action. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
Welcome back, everyone. Halftime. Valley leads 34-0. Look at the scoring. First for Valley. The first touchdown, an deflected pass off Stamper's hands to Combs from 70 yards. It was 6-0. Lincoln Taylor tacked on the 2-point conversion, made it 8-0. With that, we're going to step out, take a timeout, and we'll be back with more on the D&D. Welcome back, everyone. A little technical difficulties. Now we're ready to recap the scoring here in the first half. Shelby Valley got on top first with 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Peyton Combs, a 70-yard pass from Brady Johnson, made it 6-0. Lincoln Taylor tacked on the 2-point conversion. Wildcats led 8-0. That was all the scoring in the first period. Shelby Valley scored again with 6:55 remaining in the first half. Clark Kraft took it in from 14 yards out, made it 14-0. Zachary Yates tacked on the 2-point conversion, and Valley led 16-0. They would tack on 3 more scores in the final 6 minutes of the first half. The first one came with 6:38 remaining as Lincoln Taylor took it in from 2 yards out, made it 22-0. The try for the 2-point conversion was no good. Valley, after getting an interception, they scored with 4:24 remaining in the first half. Clark Kraft got his second touchdown from 37 yards out, made it 28-0. And once again, the try for the 2-point conversion. And then with just 1:49 remaining in the first half, Brett Sturgill, the mainstay on the drive to get them down to the goal line, he took it in from 1 yard out. Valley led 34-0. Try for the extra point was no good. A quick look at some of the stats in the first half. East Ridge unofficially penalized 4 times for 50 yards. Shelby Valley 11 times for 95 yards. East Ridge 6 first downs, and Shelby Valley with 11. East Ridge went to the air 5 times. They completed 1 for 34 yards. Shelby Valley went to the air 9 times, and they completed 4 of those for 138 yards and 1 touchdown. Neither team punted in the first half. There was 2 turnovers. Shelby Valley was the beneficiary of those 2 as Zachary Yates recovered a fumble on the kickoff, and then Elijah Blackman come up with an interception, and after a good return, he set Shelby Valley up in good shape, and the Wildcats extended early. They lead here at halftime 34-0. We're about 3 or 4 minutes away from the start of
While
the
you
second
were
half.
giving the stats and stuff, the heavens have opened up. It is pouring the rain.
Really? Okay, you could see better than I, but nonetheless, Wildcats on top 34-0, looking to wrap up a district championship and get their third straight win here in the 2024 season. And with that, we're going to step out and take another break, and we'll be back with the second half as you're listening to the Citizens Bank Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network.
Halftime here at Shelby Valley as we get ready for second half action. Shelby Valley will have the football to start the second half. They lead it 34-0 over East Ridge and a half away from claiming a district championship and a home field playoff game. Some scores of interest: Belfry is leading Powell County 14-0. Betsy Lane is leading Pike County Central 14-7. It is Pikeville 14, Hazard 0 at half. Ashland Paul Blazer 19, Johnson Central 14 at half. We've got Martin County leading Floyd County Central 21-0. And in that Class A matchup where we'll probably see Campbellsville, Pikeville again maybe, Kentucky Country Day has got something to say on that, as they lead the Eagles of Campbellsville by a score of 14-12. And as we mentioned, it'll be Shelby Valley basketball. The heavens opened up. It rained hard for about 5 minutes, and now it's a little sprinkle in the air. And we're underway second half action, and Shelby Valley is going to take the opening kickoff And they need to get a block and turning the corner, and they've got it. And taking it down into Eastridge territory is Peyton Combs, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds somewhere around the Eastridge 36-yard line, where Shelby Valley will take up shop, 1st and 10.
The Wildcats will take over 1st down and 10.
They lead it 34-0. Of course, it will be, we talked about the possibilities of a 3-way tie, but that doesn't look like that's going to be the case. As Shelby Valley comfortably in the lead. That's Shelby Valley, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Here's the handoff. It's Shelby Valley with running room and taking it to the house. Sprinting to the end zone is going to be Jacob Childers. And Shelby Valley now has a 40-0 lead over Eastridge.
Jake Childers with the touchdown. Sponsored by Holly Jones Funeral Home.
And so that will precipitate a running clock for the rest of the ball game. So Shelby Valley lining up to go for 2. Lincoln Taylor is going to run it up the gut, and he's hit and going to be brought down shy of the goal line. And with 11:20 left to play in the third period, Shelby Valley's up 40-0 over Eastridge on the D&D Sports Network. Shelby Valley with the kickoff, and Eastridge is going to run it and get it to about the 36-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Kickoff return down at the 35-yard line of the Warriors.
Gabriel May was the ball carrier. So Shelby Valley strikes quickly and gives themselves a 40-point lead. They're on their way to a district championship. The clock will be running. And there's going to be a handoff. Eastridge trying to run the inside counter, and they're going to do so successfully. Caden Stewart, the sophomore, he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and short for the Warriors.
Eugene, it did not take long for Shelby Valley to get another touchdown and to set the running clock in order. 40-0. It's been all Shelby Valley. And there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more of the Citizens Bank Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network. Shelby Valley 40, Eastridge 0. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall and Jones Funeral Home in Virgie, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall and Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall and Jones. Come on down to Valley Pharmacy, where the staff treats you like family from the second you walk through the door. Valley Pharmacy will take care of all your pharmaceutical needs. Valley Pharmacy wants to wish the Shelby Valley Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's action.
So Eastridge second down and short. And they're going to try the pop pass to the right side. They got some running room. And cutting it upfield and getting inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line as the Warriors getting in the red zone.
That'll be good enough for a Eastridge first down.
So Eastridge will have a first down. And on the carry for the Warriors was Hopkins. He is only a sophomore. So first and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Eastridge, once again, deep in Shelby Valley territory. They've been there several times tonight. And there's going to be a marker before, and it's going to go against Shelby Valley. Going to be offsides. That's going to be penalty number 12 against the Valley here tonight. In case you're just joining us, 8:05 on the running clock. Shelby Valley leading 40-0. Going to win the district championship. Going to win their third straight game. Ball's moved inside to 20. So once again, Eastridge officially in the red zone out to 19. Valley led 34-0 at halftime. They've tacked on a touchdown and a two-point conversion. No, excuse me, just a touchdown here in the third period to lead 40-0. We've got 7:39 remaining here in the third quarter. Eastridge with wideouts to the right side of the field, and they give it to Morgan Sloan up the middle. Sloan running hard, gets down near the 15.
Sloan on the carry.
Sloan's had a good game here tonight for Eastridge. He's a load to bring down, I'll tell you. They mark it right at the 15-yard line. It's going to be second and short. Second, let's call it 2. Coming to you live from Shelby Valley High School. Kevin Jones, our producer. Eugene Newsome on color. Ronnie Newsome. Glad to have you with us here tonight on a Citizens Bank Game of the Week. I want to thank all of our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring this game to you. Second and short. And there's a handoff to Sloan, and he's going to be dragged down from behind, but he's going to have enough for the first down, unofficially the 7th first down of the night for Eastridge.
4 yards. That'll be good enough for an Eastridge
Wildcats have
first down.
spreaded the wealth tonight. Combs a 70-yard touchdown catch from Johnson. Kraft 2 touchdowns. Lincoln Taylor a 2-yard run. Sturgill a 1-yard run. So everybody getting in on the action. Valley with a lot of fresh faces out there defensively. A lot of young kids getting a chance to play. And there's a handoff to, direct snap to Keaton Puckett. And he gets inside the 10 down near the 9-yard line.
Penalty flag on the play.
Let's see what this is going to be. Still no signal. Face mask against Shelby Valley. Move it inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. Be half the distance to the goal.
And goal for Eastridge.
Wildcats now with 13 accepted penalties charged against them tonight. Eastridge deepest penetration of the night inside the 5-yard line. And that's going to be Keaton Puckett. I think he's going to get in.
And number 3, Keaton Puckett goes
Puckett takes it in from 3 yards out.
Warriors.
And Eastridge is on the board with 5:13 remaining here in the third period. Good drive that time by the Warriors. Keaton Puckett having a good year for Coach Donnie Burdine. I think Eastridge will go for the 2-point conversion here. Puckett, that's his 6th touchdown on the year. Come into this game over 700 yards on the ground. And let's see, they've still not marked the ball for play. Now they do. 4:43 remaining here and running clock. 40-6.
Talon Hopkins on the reception, no good on the 2-point conversion.
And the 2-point conversion is no good.
Shelby Valley 40, East Ridge 6.
We'll be back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
Welcome back, everyone, to Shelby Valley High School. An impressive drive by the East Ridge Warriors, and they get on the scoreboard as Keaton Puckett tucking in from 3 yards out. The try for the 2-point conversion is no good. Score stands 40-6. And East Ridge is getting ready to kick off. If I'm Shelby Valley, I'm going to be looking for the onside kick.
I'll tell you what.
And it's going to be a line drive kick. Kick it deep. It's at the 30-yard line. Sturgill with it, and it was Kraft. Sturgill wears 5. It was Sturgill. Brings it out to the 39-yard line. Wildcats, they've scored on every possession here tonight.
The homecoming, and we got to see some people we hadn't seen in a while. Ronnie,
that was great, yes.
Homecoming, and, of course, our homecoming days go back to Virgie High School. And while I mentioned that, next week we hope to have Kelly Michaels as our halftime guest, who is kind of refurbishing the old Virgie High School, the 74 Eagles as it's called. And I drove by there today, and boy, it's immaculate on the outside.
Oh, I'm telling you, what a job Michaels and a lot of community people have chipped in to help. They've got it looking good. Elijah Blackman's the quarterback. Brady Johnson's probably through for the night. Eugene talked about it earlier. Went over 2,000 yards passing for the year. That's a great year in high school. He came in with 1,911 yards, and he completed a 70-yard pass to Combs, and having a tremendous senior year.
As we mentioned, Betsy Lane was leading Pike Central 14-7, Belfry 14-0 over Powell County. Those games now moving into the third quarter. Johnson Central down by 5 to Ashland Blazer. And, Ronnie, some of your predictions are not looking too good. But Boyle is safely out in front.
Yeah, that's a safe bet there. Wow, they've got some talent, I'm telling you.
And the rain has stopped, and East Ridge has brought a lot of people tonight.
Yes, good crowd on hand.
And of course, homecoming crowd. It's always going to be good for the home team. Hope to someday be able to go to East Ridge and do some games.
Wildcats, fresh faces in on offense, defense. Pretty well the starters are done for the night.
Great experience, though, for these young men to get in there. They're carrying the ball that time for Shelby Valley.
Hall.
Luke Hall. Logan Hall.
Logan that time.
A freshman?
Yep, Logan number 25 and Luke 23.
Let's see if Shelby Valley, I don't think they'll punt.
Elijah Blackburn's in at quarterback. They're probably going to call a timeout here. They'll late getting the play in. And let's see what the signal is. I think Shelby Valley's called a timeout. They're going to face a 4th and 11 from their own 41-yard line, and it is a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Eugene, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the Kentucky Wildcats. Tomorrow they take on the Auburn Tigers. They're going to be without their top 2 running backs. Suma Kambe is out, and so is Chip Trainum. So they're going to go with 2 freshman tailbacks, Wilcox and Patterson tomorrow.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter as we had the running clock. So we'll switch ends and we'll take a break. 40-6, Shelby Valley leading Eastridge. And we'll just keep it here. Playing Auburn, Ronnie, I have to admit, I was in attendance at the Vanderbilt game, and that was probably the toughest 3 hours of football that I've ever watched.
Fourth down and 8 for the Wildcats. Ball spot on their own.
So the Wildcats will have it fourth down. I was going to say is Shelby Valley's going to run it and trying to get to the corner, and they will and get the first down.
I believe that's Hall.
Number 25.
Good-looking youngster. I was going to say, Ronnie, that was probably about the 3 hardest hours of football that I've ever seen was at the Vandy game last week.
Oh, so disappointing in Florida. Well, the season overall disappointing. I thought they had a chance to beat South Carolina. I thought they would beat Vandy pretty handily, and I thought they'd have a chance at Florida, but things aren't to be. I don't think Vandergrift's having the season they thought. I don't think Brown and Key are having the years that they expected, and the offensive line's never been very good. Penalty been marked off against Shelby Valley. It's going to back them up to the 41-yard line. Wildcats well over 100 yards in penalties. That's something one area they can clean up before next week before they take on Floyd Central. But overall, just very disappointing. I think the fan base, they're a little rowdy, say what you want. I like Coach Stoops, but $9 million a year, 8th highest paid coach, and I think the people are pretty tired of mediocrity.
I think the statement will be made in the stands tomorrow night. How many people actually show up?
A lot of tickets online on Facebook for sale, I know that. And there's going to be another penalty against Shelby Valley. Back them up 5 more yards. That's a false start against Shelby Valley.
False start against the Wildcats.
Well, penalties continue to mount. Eugene, I got that with 15. 15 penalties.
D&D Sports covering the middle school state playoffs. One game that I know we will have will be McGoffin and Hazard tomorrow from Hazard. And Shelby Valley running it again on 4th down. They're going to be held in check, and Eastridge will take over on downs as the clock continues to run as we're under 10 minutes left here in the ball game.
But let me say this, Eugene, someone will pay for the year they're having, because I think Murray State is the only win left on and I don't see a bowl bid. I really don't. I don't think they'll be able to beat Auburn tomorrow, but Auburn, they're not having a very good year. They're not having the year everybody thought they would have. But that being said, they're not going to fire Stoops. You wonder how he got to this point to where the buyout was so extreme, so large, but that's neither here nor there. You can't do anything about it. He was rewarded during the 10-game win season, which was a great season and some bowl wins, but as it is, he's not going to be let go. Stoops will be back next year. Now, here's my opinion.
Unless he wants to leave.
But here's what I'm saying is, as Ratliff's going to throw it deep down the field, and that's going to be a touchdown. Beautiful throw. That's Hopkins on the reception, and I tell you what, beautiful pass by Cole Ratliff, and Eastridge just scored 2 quick touchdowns.
Maybe need to start putting the ball in the air some more.
Great job that time by the Warriors. That score comes with 8:39 remaining here in the game. But
I will tell you what.
Beautiful pass from Ratliff to Hopkins.
And then I will be off the subject. In the press conference, when the head coach says, I have nothing to do with the offense, I think the head coach has to have something to do with every phase of the game.
I don't think there's any question about it. You have to be involved in every facet. I mean, I don't see how you can't. 8:06 remaining in this game. Eastridge is going to go for the 2-point conversion. But, who will it be? Someone will pay for a very, very dismal season. Let me say that. 40-12. Eastridge going for the 2-point conversion. and they're going to get it easily. And so Ratliff walks in for the 2-point conversion, and it makes it 40-14. No quit in the East Ridge Warriors. With that, we'll step out, take another timeout on the D&D Sports Network. Your score, Shelby Valley 40 and East Ridge 14.
This is Bruce Walters with Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. As you can see, we have the largest selection we've ever had of new Kias. And all the Bruce Walters Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and free oil change for life. So check out all the great deals on all of our Kia cars and SUVs. And don't forget to log into your Facebook and check out the Davis deal of the day. So come shop us in Pikeville or check us out online at brucewalterskia.com.
Back at Shelby Valley, where the Wildcats are in control, leading it 40-14. After the first score of the second half, we have a running clock. Eastridge has put up a couple of scores here late in the ball game, and setting for an onside kick is going to be Cole Ratliff. And the kick is going to take that great bounce. It's loose on the ground. Shelby Valley says they have it. Eastridge was in the territory, so the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. And so they will be playing the number 4 seed out of district number 7, it looks like, and that will be 2 weeks from tonight, but it will be the same team that they'll be playing next week's final regular season.
Is that etched in stone? Is that
that's pretty well etched in stone? Is that Shelby Valley gets the district championship tonight? They host a first-round playoff. They play Floyd Central, who is the last game of the regular season, and they are the number 4 seed in their district, and so they'll have to come right back here the following Friday night, back-to-back games, unless something bizarre happens between now and then.
Blackburn hands off to Logan Hall. I mean, it's just, you play JV, you play freshman. There's nothing like getting a little varsity experience when you're a freshman, and that's what these young men are doing now. Hats off to Coach Johnson.
I think Knott County would have to beat Prestonsburg tonight for that to not be the scenario. Right. And that could happen. It was, it wasn't a blowout early in the ball game.
It's going to be a 2nd and 11 for Shelby Valley as Logan Hall was dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Shelby Valley, Ronnie.
Now there's going to be Luke Hall trying to get around the left side.
There's going to be holding.
And there's a holding penalty against Shelby Valley. The flags coming in from everywhere.
I'm going to back you up with that call. We'll throw my flag too. And not saying that they didn't happen, but,
I know what you're thinking. Let these young people play.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I got to be nice.
16th penalty of the night. Wow.
That's going to be what's going to be drilled into the team meeting Monday when they watch film.
Shelby Valley, in case you're just tuning in, join us next week. We'll be here for as they play host to the Floyd Central team headed by Coach Sean Hager. And there's a motion penalty.
Yes, it was.
Penalty flag on the play. False start against the Wildcats.
The Jaguars of Floyd County Central will be here next week.
Jaguars having a tough year. But you have those.
Last week it was father and son playing head coaches. They were head coaches on opposite teams. Sean Hager and his son.
Wes.
Yeah,
I think Wes probably said, Dad, I'm not taking it easy on you. Ball's all the way back at the 30-yard line. There's a handoff straight up the middle. Not much running room. Get across, backed up to the 30-yard line.
One of the best things they've done.
Line.
One of the best things they've done in high school football has been the running clock.
Yeah, I agree. I like that in football. Don't like it as much in basketball, but.
So Shelby Valley and East Ridge, what is it going to be, 3rd down and Penny Road for the Wildcats? 20,
they have to
24?
get to the they have to get to the 45. Yeah,
they have to make it to the traffic light out on 23.
And Shelby Valley content to keep it on the ground. There's Hall running straight up the middle, gets a lot of yards, gets out to the 34-yard line.
Shelby Valley is going to have 34 returning players next year. 17 of them seniors this year or sophomores this year. They got some promise, don't they?
Face match going to be called against Eastridge.
And Eastridge trying to build their numbers up. They've got their largest class is 12 sophomores.
Fifth penalty line, unofficially 60 yards for Eastridge. I want to remind everyone, immediately following this game, we'll wrap up the scoring. We'll name our player of the game. And that'll take care of everything here for tonight's game. So it'll be a quick wrap up. Once again, Eugene's going to thank our sponsors for helping us bring this game to you. Hall's going to be brought down.
Obviously,
back at
we'll
the 35.
start with Citizens Bank because of the Citizens Bank game of the week.
4th and 20 for the Wildcats. I don't think they'll punch here. I think they'll just run it, keep it on the ground.
Our other sponsors for tonight's game are game sponsors: Holland Jones Funeral Home, Punk's Tire, Valley Pharmacy, Bruce Walters Ford. Well, actually, Bruce Walters has more than just Ford, don't they? They've got Chevrolet, Kia, Nissan. Double Quick, our good buddies at Double Quick.
Get a delicious pizza roll.
And then Sal's Steakhouse.
Great ribs. Great ribs.
Well, you are the connoisseur. I've always said if you're traveling and you want to know where to eat, go see Ronnie Paul.
Blackman's going to put it in the air, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Cody Sturgill. It's going to be incomplete. Would have been enough for the first down. Good pass that time from Blackman. Shows a little arm strength, and Eastridge is going to take over, trying to tack on one more score before the end of this game. They got a minute 20 to do it. Wildcats, all fresh faces in there on defense. Wildcats did what they needed to do. They come out and they scored on their first 7 possessions and put this game away. They led 34-0 at halftime. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight and listening to us. Puckett back. He's looking. He's going to throw, and it's going to be out of bounds. Pass and Ratliff out down at about the 15-yard line.
Maybe one more play in the ball game.
Eastridge next week, they're going to be home to take on Knott County Central to wrap up their regular season. Clock running down to half a minute. Eastridge in a hurry.
Tell the cold front's moved in, can't you? Had a little rain there during the half.
And there's a reverse. Maynard has it. He's got Stewart, the right side, and he's going to be brought down up to 21-yard line. A good pickup, 15 yards that time for Caden Stewart.
Well, will Eastridge call a timeout?
And they're going to run the clock. I doubt it. I don't think Coach Burdine will use a timeout here. You might think, yeah, go ahead and give us one shot to the end zone.
Our final's going to be 40-14. Shelby Valley district champions. They'll host the first round playoff game here at Shelby Valley High School.
We'll take a 1 minute timeout. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You've been listening to the play-by-play on the D&D Sports Network. Oh.
Well, it's a final. Shelby Valley district champions, 40-14, as they defeat Eastridge, and they extend their win streak to 3 games. They are now 3-6 on the year, and they will host Floyd County Central next Friday night here at Shelby Valley High School. We hope to be here to bring you that game. And before we wrap things up, we'll name our Citizens Bank Player of the Game with 3 touchdowns tonight to lead Shelby Valley in the victory, Clark Kraft. And now, to wrap it up, my partner, Ronnie Paul Newsome.
Thank you very much, Eugene. It's a game in which East Ridge received the opening kickoff. They drove deep in Shelby Valley territory, but they were turned away. Shelby Valley, on their first drive, Johnson attempted to pass for Colton Stamper. It went off the hands of Stamper, but right into the hands of Peyton Combs, and he did a great job of yards after catch, and it was a 70-yard touchdown completion. Wildcats led 6-0 with 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Lincoln Taylor tacked on the 2-point conversion. That made the score 8-0. That was all the scoring in the first period. And then Shelby Valley scored again. They scored 4 touchdowns in the last 7 minutes of the first half. The first one came with 6:55 remaining as their player of the game. Clark Kraft took it in from 14 yards out, made it 14-0. Zachary Yates tacked on the 2-point conversion. That made it 16-0. Shelby Valley, the beneficiary of a turnover, as Elijah Blackburn had an interception. And with 6:38 remaining before halftime, Lincoln Taylor got his first touchdown of the night as he took it in from 2 yards out. That made it 22-0. Try for the 2-point conversion was no good. 4:24 remaining in before halftime. Kraft got another touchdown. This one from 37 yards out made it 38-0. The try for the 2-point conversion was no good. Shelby Valley with 1:49 remaining. Brett Sturger, who was a workhorse on that drive, he took it in from 1 yard out. That made the score 34-0. That was the score at halftime. Shelby Valley with 5 possessions and 5 touchdowns. They come out again in the third period, and they scored immediately with Kraft getting his third touchdown, made it 40-0. Try for the 2-point conversion was no good. And finally, with 5:13 remaining in the third period, Keaton Puckett took it in from 3 yards out, and East Ridge was on the board as they cut it to 40-6. The try for the 2-point conversion was no good. 8:39 remaining, a beautiful pass from Cole Ratliff to Taylon Hopkins, and it was good for 6, made it 40-12. Ratliff tacked on the 2-point conversion, made it 40-14, and that would be the final score of the ball game. We want to thank all of our sponsors for bringing this game, making it possible for us to bring it to you. Wildcat players now here on homecoming night. They're up in the stands celebrating with the fans. You love to see things like that. Wildcats move to 3-6 on the year, 3-0 in the district. They win the district championship after wins over Pike Central 14-12 and Betsy Lane 24-19. 5 points was the difference in those 2 games. But as they say, a win is a win. And then tonight the Wildcats all over East Ridge, 40-14. And East Ridge drops to 2-7. East Ridge next week will be at home. They'll play host to Knott County, and Shelby Valley will be right here to take on the Jaguars of Floyd County Central. That's going to take care of the play-by-play, the post-game. Clark Kraft, our player of the game. Congratulations to Shelby Valley on their district championship. I want to thank our producer here tonight. I want to thank my man on color tonight, Eugene Newsome, doing an outstanding job as always. And for everyone on the D&D Sports Network, I'm Ronnie Newsome. Wish everyone a good evening.